Hi everyone, let's make a vanilla Swiss roll. It's so light and delicious, you are gonna fight to see who gets the last bits. So let's start by combining 3 egg yolks and 30 grams of sugar in a bowl. You just want to beat it on a medium speed until really light and pale. This takes around 2 to 3 minutes. Make sure it's really light and you incorporate as much air into this mixture as possible. Next, you want to add 30 milliliters of vegetable oil, 30 milliliters of milk, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. You just want to mix this in really well and then add 60 grams of all-purpose flour. You need to make sure that you sift the flour first so that you get out any lumps. This will help you get a very smooth mixture. Beat until smooth and then set it aside. If you guys are new to my channel, then welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Please take the time to give this video a big thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and if you haven't done so already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. In a clean bowl, you want to combine 3 egg whites and then beat them until foamy. Once they reach that foamy stage, you can add a 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar. If you don't have cream of tartar, you can always replace it with lemon juice. The reason why we add the cream of tartar is to stiffen the egg whites. Once you begin to see that the egg whites are thickening, add 30 grams of sugar really slowly and beat it on a high speed until stiff peaks form. You will know that it's done because if you turn the bowl upside down, the egg whites won't fall out. Slowly fold the egg whites into the egg yolk mixture in 3 additions. Make sure that the first lot of egg whites are properly mixed in before you add the next. Be sure to slowly and carefully fold in this mixture. You gotta give it a lot of love. You don't want to knock the air out after we worked so hard to get it in there in the first place, right? In the end, after adding all the egg whites, it should look something like this. It looks so yummy and I'm already really excited to get on with this Swiss roll. As you place the Swiss roll into the oven, things start to work really quickly. Swiss rolls, because they're so thin, they tend to cook so quick, and by that time you have to make sure everything else is ready. So you just want to line a Swiss roll pan with parchment paper and pour the mixture into the pan and spread it out evenly with an offset spatula. You want to make sure that the batter is completely level so that it cooks at the same time. Once that's done, just tap the pan onto the counter a couple of times. This helps release any of the air bubbles that are in the batter, and just bake it at 180 degrees Celsius for 14 to 15 minutes until golden brown on top. While the Swiss roll bakes, cut out a piece of parchment paper that is a few inches longer than the Swiss roll pan you're using. Use a sieve to generously dust it with icing sugar. Once the cake is out of the oven, immediately invert the cake onto the parchment paper. Peel off the top layer of parchment paper and then begin to roll it up tightly, starting at the narrow end. Allow the cake to cool to room temperature before we go any further. You want to make sure that the cream is super chilled before you begin this recipe. So I placed mine in the fridge 2 hours before I started. You just want to beat 1/2 cup of whipping cream with 2 to 3 tablespoons of icing sugar until stiff peaks form. You can adjust the sugar according to how sweet you like your desserts. I decided to fill this Swiss roll with whipped cream, but if you don't like whipped cream, you can always fill it with pastry cream, fruits, or even ice cream. I think I'm going to do an ice cream cake next time. It's a good idea. Now you just want to carefully unroll your Swiss roll. If you see any cracks in your Swiss roll, that's perfectly fine. Don't worry about it. We're going to cover those up. Spread some warm apricot jam over the top. I used about 2 tablespoons of apricot jam with 2 tablespoons of water and just heated that up in a pan. Spread the whipped cream over the top and roll the Swiss roll back up really carefully. Just slowly fold it over, but be careful not to push out any of the whipped cream. Now you just want to chill this Swiss roll in the fridge for about an hour. Just before serving the Swiss roll, I dusted the top with some icing sugar to make it look all pretty and nice. Doesn't that look great? It really does. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and if you haven't done so already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Now I'm off to enjoy my Swiss roll with a cup of tea. Much love and have a good one. Bye!